Cole, thank you again for coming on. How have you been?
I've been very good. Sammy. It's funny. You and me, we've talked multiple times, and this is our third time chatting together, right? Which means I must be doing something right. We talk we talk on average once a month because I keep getting called back on these interviews, right? Because things are just going so good. So that's awesome. I love it. And, I just love what you guys do where you provide us traders with an opportunity to acquire hundreds of thousands of dollars to millions of dollars and, without us having to use our own money, right? We use the only money we spend ourselves is buying the challenge, and that's a really cool system, for sure. That's why I've gotten friends into this, and like my other friend who you've interviewed, he's also doing well with this, right? So it's good. Yeah.
Yeah, no, couldn't agree more. And, it's traders like yourself are an integral part of our business as well. So it's a real joint venture. You scratch our back, we scratch yours type thing. So it's beneficial for everyone involved, and that's the beauty of it. So keep doing what you're doing because we're very happy.
That's good.
We're very happy.
Good.
Everyone's really happy. So
nice. That's
awesome.
really good to hear. Yeah. Cool.
Definitely. And I remember last time we spoke, and also when I spoke to your friend Jude as well, he told me that you kind of mentored him and taught him how to trade. Are you doing that for many other people as well?
Yeah, I am. I teach people how to trade. I teach people how to invest. I don't give financial advice, of course. I can't give financial advice, but I teach people how to use the tools that we're given, like how to use TradingView and just how to use it. Because that way I'm not giving financial advice. It's not like I say, hey, you go buy this stock because it's going to go up. I think it's going to go up like that. That's a little bit different, right? But I show people how to use stuff, like how to use their crypto wallets, how to use their Forex terminal, right? How to make an account with Hola Prime, for example, right? I've saved some people. Some people accidentally press the wrong buttons when they sign up for stuff like an Hola Prime account. Even though it's really easy, you and me know it's easy, but I still help people with that process, right? And then what I can do is I show people certain things, right? Like how to enter a trade, how to put a stop loss, and just simple stuff like that. Not everybody had success with trading, obviously, and someone else that I referred to this has not been having as good a luck with it because it's just the way the market is sometimes, right? Like if you're not a good trader, like I can only teach so much, right? If someone doesn't have the trader mentality, then you might not do well, even if I teach you golden information, right? So, Jude is awesome. Like he's just learning really quick and stuff, but then I have a different referral who wasn't having very good luck. And she keeps losing challenges and stuff like that. But that's just because, some people have the mentality, some people don't, right? You got to be a certain kind of person.
It's mostly. Yeah, I couldn't agree more. Strategy really is, the smallest part. Getting an edge in the market is actually not that difficult. People always focus on the strategy. They're always looking for the kind of holy grail of trading, the one thing that will just magically always work.
Yeah.
And it doesn't exist, right?
No,
and
even the best.
If you're chasing that, exactly. If you're chasing that, you're just going round in circles and you'll never get anywhere.
Even
identify an edge.
On that point, on that point, some of the best traders in the planet, some of the most reputable names in all of trading, they make mistakes. They lose sometimes.
Oh, yeah.
So.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah. I mean, and I said this with another interview. People always have these kind of terms like, when I'm successful in trading, when I become a successurand I don't think you ever really become a successful trader. Does that make sense? Like in anything else in life, all right, say you're doing a degree. Once you at graduation, then you have passed the degree. You're done. There's like a clear line of when you have achieved it. But with trading, you can make $1 million in the market, but next year you could also lose $1 million and you're back to square one. There's never that kind of line you cross where all of a sudden you're successful, it's kind of an ongoing battle every day to kind of stick to that mentality, be disciplined, because it can take away everything you've earned just as quick, if not quicker.
Yeah.
So
right.
People have to kind of remember that, when it comes to trading.
That's right.
It's an ongoing process.
Yep.
But
it's not going to happen
phenomenally well.
Yeah. Like it's not going to happen overnight, right? Like we need to have patience. That's so important, right? I've had other people that I know, like other friends, like they've given up. I've had multiple friends give up on trading because they didn't have patience. They don't understand that sometimes you lose, sometimes you win, and what matters is that your profits are more than your losses, obviously, right? But you have to have patience to wait it out and wait for a good trade setup. And just kind of spend the time because Rome wasn't built in a day. Rome wasn't built in a day, right? And I know that sounds obvious and it sounds simple to understand, but us humans, we have a thing where we can intellectually understand something, but we don't actually follow through with it, even though we know that it's really important intellectually, right?
Yes.
It's a weird thing with humans, right? So it's not about the people. It's not about being really smart and intellectual to be successful. It's about taking action on what you know you should do and taking action on what the professionals are saying that they do, right? Because the only thing I can do at the end of the day is do what I do. And if other people like what I do, if other people want the same success as me, then that means they can try doing what I'm doing and they might have the same success as me, right?
Yeah, 100%. But I think it's great, that you're teaching people, giving them the right tools, showing them, how to replicate your success. Like you said, it comes down to the person's mindset. But some people can kind of grasp that very quickly. Other people take years to kind of learn it and understand it. And it's like you can tell someone, right, you have to remain disciplined. Don't overtrade. Don't have FOMO. Don't get greedy. Whatever it is, right? And people say, yeah, don't worry, I'll do it. But then when the time comes, they break all the rules. And only when they kind of really, truly feel that pain of, that all traders have experienced at some point where you just get absolutely humbled and burnt by the market. Then do a lot of people say, okay, I get it now. I'm going to start listening.
No, exactly. And the thing is the topic of meme coin trading comes up sometimes. Have you heard that topic come up in general? So when we look at something like that, it is so unbelievably risky. So many people don't understand how risky it actually is. It's even worse than gambling in certain gambling tactics, in certain gambling ways, right? Because when you look at someone on Twitter bragging about how they made 1,000x or whatever, right? When you see those people bragging about it, you don't know the real story behind the scenes. There's tons of people that are being paid to say that. And there's tons of people who are actually insiders and they only got that 10,000x because they were one of the insiders, but they're not going to tell you that. They're just going to act like they're an insider, and then they make you want to buy their coin, or they make you want to buy the other 10 coins that they are being paid to promote. It's a very, very vicious world in the meme coin world, very risky. And it's like when you look at all these coins, when you look at a chart, let's say you look at some random meme coin and you look at it, and I'm guilty of doing this too. I look at it, I'm like, oh man, all I had to do was just buy down there and I would have made 100x. That's all I had to do. Now I got to go find the next one. So I can get 100x. But that's just false thinking because you would never have known about that small thing at those low prices, right? It's just you get shown this chart by people trying to manipulate you, right? And you fall for it. That's most people. So what I like about trading, what I like about Hola Prime is when you acquire hundreds of thousands of dollars or even just like a $25,000 account or a $50,000 account, that's better than trading your own $50,000, right, Sammy? Right? It's better. If I got a
$1,000,000%.
Oh yeah, if I got $25,000 a funded account with Hola Prime, I'd rather have that than trade my own $25,000. And it's also more consistent over the long term. And what I love about trading is that any market is a trader's market. Any market is any type of market. Bull market, bear market, crab market, any one of those three markets is a trader's market. That's what I like. You can make money year round. But if you're just some, random meme coin trader, you only make money in a bull market in 99% of the cases. and it's even other certain investments too. If you want to make money on a lot of tech stocks, then you can only make money on those in a bull market, right? Tech stocks are very volatile. But indexes are very volatile as well. But what I like about Hola Prime, you guys support this kind of stuff. The indexes, commodities, even gold, right? Gold has been on a bull run recently. I trade gold with you guys, XAU, USD, gold CFDs, but it doesn't need to be on a bull run for me to make money. I make money with trading, scalping short term, and it can be done in all kinds of markets. That's why I like trading as a source of income.
Oh, couldn't agree more. And the meme coin example is beautiful because, it reminds me of like stocks when, if you get in pre-IPO on a stock, I mean, it's very difficult to do. You have to have some kind of relationship, obviously, with the company then to somehow buy shares before they're public. But, then theoretically, look, you can make an absolute killing. But it's the same with meme coins. A lot of these people are insiders. They bought before anyone knew anything or even existed, essentially. And then when they show you their account, they're showing you a real account that really made that money, but you don't know the backstory. That's the whole thing, right? And I've been burned, right? And I feel much more safe, Sammy, to trade my money as a consistent income compared to like relying on buying random coins and stuff like that, right? Bitcoin is good though. Like Bitcoin's safer than the other coins, but what I like to do, Sammy, is that when I make this profit from trading, I like to buy Bitcoin. I like to buy Bitcoin with that, and then the Bitcoin will go up, then I can buy more accounts and more private accounts, stuff like I use trading and Bitcoin as my main things, and if I trade, then I can have consistent income, especially throughout the next bear market, the next crypto bear market, which is coming up soon. To anyone that's watching this, the crypto bear market is coming up soon. I really hope I'm wrong, Sammy. I hope I am. I don't think I'm wrong, but I hope I am. I hope I am. But that doesn't affect you and me though, right, Sammy, as much, because we're traders. We're traders. We make money in all kinds of markets. Exactly. And that's the beauty of it, right? That's the absolute beauty of it. It's kind of like when I've had trades like in the past where I got lucky, and you got lucky because you entered, it didn't really fit your criteria, whatever it is, but you got really lucky on that trade. I never really celebrated those wins because it was almost like, but that was just luck. That wasn't actually skill. That wasn't anything. It was just pure luck why I won. Yeah, and I kind of see that as like these meme coins and stuff. It's an element of luck, and I don't know about most people, but for me, I don't want to have an income that's based on luck. Yeah, I like with day trading, you do it day in day out. You get good at it, and you can make money in the market 365. Any point at any day, you can do it, and it's more than luck. It's a sustainable income. And then, like, you could do stuff like what you did. You take those day trading profits and put them into longer-term investments like Bitcoin or whatever it might be. If it's shares, stocks, whatever. Houses. I don't care. But you can diversify your money and make that grow. And that's how you build true wealth in the long term. Yep.
The slow and steady wins the race, but people don't have to trade slow and steady. Some people trade insanely, risky. Some people trade with very high risk, parameters in their strategy or whatever. And all the power to them. If they do well, go for it. And even you, Sammy, if you want to buy some random meme coin, I hope you do well. I hope you do. But it is fingers crossed. Fingers crossed, right? There's less strategy to that than there is with like trading, So that's what I've gathered.
100%.
Yeah.
I've never touched the meme coin market. I think to be fair, the only kind of crypto I've ever that's a meme coin was Dogecoin back in COVID days. One of my friends, he was like, "Oh, you should buy it." I did, and actually it turned out pretty well.
Good.
I'm not gonna lie.
No, that's awesome.
Must start tweeting, and it shot up.
Well, and that's good, right? It's like there's a very rare, and Dogecoin is a very rare situation where you had someone like Elon Musk backing it, and then he's been holding it up as well, right? And people who are holding Dogecoin, be aware that one wallet owns 47, or I can't remember how much, a high percentage of the supply. So hopefully he doesn't sell, but Dogecoin's a different than just a meme coin, right? It's a little bit different, I would say. It's actually one of the lower risk coins in the overall crypto market, the crypto sphere, I would say. So it was kind of like not completely too much of a degenerate move of you to buy that, but I understand why you did, and I'm glad that you did do well on it, right? So, no,
I mean, it's one of those things. And again, like you said, it is a bit different than these kind of pump and dump meme coins that we have. But yeah, that was my only ever experience with it. But again, it was pure luck. Elon didn't have to tweet. He did, and that was, worked out well. But nothing could have happened. No one could have tweeted about it, and
that's right.
I wouldn't have made anything.
Yeah, exactly.
It's just pure luck. There was no skill involved.
Yeah. But when you trade consistently, then you can rest assured. Well, you can be reliant. You can be confident that the odds are in your favor if you have a good winning strategy and stuff like that, right? Yeah. I mean, me and
it makes.
Me and Jude actually, sometimes, not just me and him, but like we like to trade some risky environments, right? So like, the other day we were trading, I traded US 30 Dow Jones, right? Which is that's advanced, very high risk. But you can make some good money on that when you trade at the market open, at the New York Stock Exchange market open, right? So sometimes we do that, right? We'll just look at it, and then we'll do US 30 or Euro USD or the XAU USD at market open. Sometimes we do that. It is more risky though. You have to be really careful. But that's an example of like a higher risk strategy that we sometimes implement. No,
100%. Like I only trade, S&P 500 and the NASDAQ on the futures.
Okay.
So New York Open, beautiful. I don't tend to trade the actual Open. I kind of wait 10, 15 minutes to kind of figure out what's going on. But, if you can trade the Open, and because sometimes it just shoots and off it goes. And,
dude. It was wow. Just the other, it's wow. It is wow. Like the other day, like total like market manipulation. It's like it goes so far. Like here's the middle of the candle, right? Like the candle started right here. Let's just say, okay, it wicks all the way up here, and then it goes all the way down, and then wicks all the way down there. What are those again? Judas candles. What kind of candles are those, Sammy? What kind of candles are those again?
Actually, don't know much about the names, to be honest. I used to do candlestick patterns years ago, but now it's all order flow for me.
I think it was whatever that is though. It's like imagine that though, all the way up, then all the way down. Like they liquidated so many people up and down, right? So that kind of stuff is almost impossible to predict. And that happens at market open with Dow Jones US 30. Like it was annoying. I lost a trade on the Dow Jones US 30, like, I don't know, a few days ago or whatever. And I feel like I put in the right trade, and it dumps down. I get out, I get stopped out, and then it goes right back up to where it freaking started, right? Like, I was just kind of annoyed, right? I was like, if I just waited, like what you said, Sammy, if I waited 15 minutes, it would have been okay. And that kind of stuff, it doesn't happen to me all the time, right? But I'm just saying sometimes I like to have some fun with money that I can afford, right? To like lose, God, anyway, so. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Like I don't know about you, but I have like the casino account.
Yeah.
Where it's money that you don't really care about too much. And if you just it scratches the itch, right? You do a bit of gambling basically on it, and but that's all traders. Deep down, we are degenerates, if you want to put it that way. We love the action of
I'm a degen. I'm a degen. I'm a degen, Sam. I'm a degen, man. Straight up. And I'm proud of it. I'm a degen for sure. I mean, if we're trading these risky markets, like that makes us degen, right? Yeah. Yeah, which is all good, right? Yeah.
100%. Like we love the action.
Yeah. Oh man. Yeah.
And
I like,
but you know, like you have to separate that though, you know, and like if you want to take it seriously and actually make a career out of it, you have to learn to kind of control that you know, the dopamine hit of being in the market. And that's probably what's so hard, because people who are attracted to trading are like us. We like the action. We like, you know, being in, you know, riskier markets and kind of, you know, feeling that adrenaline. But you got to control it at the same time. So that's probably what makes it so difficult, I would say, because a lot of people just slip into that kind of gambling slope and really struggle to pull out of it. But
that's right.
Once that light bulb hits, you know, it really is kind of like an aha moment in trading. Once that light bulb goes off and you kind of, all of a sudden you recognize, you know, all your mistakes and you really implement a strategy to stop doing those mistakes, it just starts working. And all of a sudden you're like, wow, like what the hell's going on? I'm making money like consistently every month. It's great. Totally. So hang in there for anyone watching who's struggling. Hang in there.
Be patient.
What else can we talk about? I think
so it's all about being patient, right? And it's having to, you know, I mean, sometimes people will go into 1 month straight of losses, 2 months straight of losses. That happens. But that shouldn't make people give up though, right? And I have a friend, unfortunately, he did give up. And he doesn't even do it anymore. He doesn't even trade anymore, right? And I'm trying to get him. I'm trying to get him back into it, but because I know he's actually good. It's just he had a few bad months, and that kind of scarred him. But I've been trying to get him like back into it. So just a message like to the viewers, like don't let that happen to you, right? Like if you have a couple cold months or whatever, it happens, right? But just don't give up. Keep the same strategy. Keep moving forward with it, right? And actually another thing that's really important to know as a trader is health, nutrition, diet. Diet is so important. So important. If I'm eating like some fast food and stuff like that, like it affects my brain where it makes it feel lazy. Not
brain fog, right?
Brain fog, and not just lazy physically, but lazy mentally as well. And when I eat a good diet, quinoa, kale, salads, like just stuff like that, right? I mean, I eat a really heavy protein, a lot of meat, chicken. It's a balanced meals. That really helps my brain, helps my energy. You know, for caffeine, I try to stay away from coffee. So I might have like green tea, like good Japanese sencha. So that way it gives you like a more calm caffeine. I mean, this stuff works for me. And I use this to help me trade better. Everything I'm saying, right? So, you know, high protein, diet's important. Diet's really important. And, you know, just doing when it comes to going to the gym, I don't really go to the gym much because I feel like it takes a lot of time. So what I do, I just in the morning, this actually matters a lot with brain power and trading. Exercising is important. So in the morning, just do some push-ups, do some hammer curls with some basic dumbbells that you have. And if you just do 5 minutes a day, and then 10 minutes a day, and then 15 minutes a day, and then 20 minutes a day, a really good book that taught me this really, really cool strategy on how to build healthy habits, The Compound Effect by Darren Hardy. That book changed my life. I read it when I was 24 years old. It changed my life, right? And, you know, just start small. So those little small exercises that you can do at home without even needing to go to some fancy gym. Nothing against fancy gyms. I actually like sometimes going to fancy gyms. Like it's kind of fun doing it. I just don't really have the time to do that. It takes time to go there. They get a shower after, come back home, change, right? Fair enough, though. Fair enough to people that do it. Like all the power to you, right? But for myself, I have more. I'd rather spend less time doing that and more time doing what you and me are talking about right now, such as trading, right? So those small little exercises every day significantly helps our brain power, right? And it really and then multiple multivitamins as well. Super important, multivitamins. I shout out actually to Brian Johnson, who is the creator of the Blueprint. Have you heard of him? Brian Johnson? Sammy?
Brian Johnson. It rings a bell. His name. Yeah. So he's like a billionaire. I think he created Venmo and then he sold it for billions. Now he has this thing called the Blueprint, and it's a collection of
It's a collection of.
That's okay.
Yeah, it's a collection of vitamins and really, really cool longevity mixes like powders. I'm very big on supplements and powders because I'm aware that our body has a hard time actually getting the real amount of vitamins that we need on a daily basis. So like magnesium's hard to get, so I get a lot of that. Calcium you want to take with magnesium. Vitamin K, not potassium, but vitamin K. Kale has so much vitamin K, it's not even funny. Like 1,000% of our daily value in one cup of scooped, one or a few cups of steamed kale. And then when you steam kale, you get more nutrients out of it. So I know that when you and me are talking right now, this isn't about, we're not doing a nutritional course here, right? So, but I'm just saying every single thing that I just said works a lot for me. And I feel like I'm operating at a very optimized state of mind and a state of being. I feel like I am, right? Some people like to, like some people do other things but I mean, that works for me. So I'm as optimized as possible. I also don't drink any alcohol. I don't smoke anything like cigarettes, marijuana, none of that stuff. That I hope it's obvious enough that to you, then that means I don't do drugs as well, right?
Yeah, of course.
Okay. I said I don't drink, I don't smoke, but maybe it's obvious enough, but I'll add it anyways if it wasn't obvious enough, right? Okay. So I don't do any of that stuff either. And that really helps with brain clarity, right? I used to drink too much and I learned that it really hurts me a lot. So I had to quit. Yeah. That's how it is. So all that stuff, your life outside of trading, your life outside of the office from your computer is actually almost more important. No. It is. It is more important than our lives at the computer, at the desk. And when I mentioned like doing those push-ups in the morning, doing those routines, we're not talking about building muscles like building muscles where your arms are like that big. It's not about that. It's not about looks. It's about health, brain health. That's what it's about. Yeah.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. Like I've recently got into, I got a bit out of shape, gained a bit of weight, and I was living a very kind of, just at a desk on the computer all day, not moving much, and I could tell like my brain and my whole, I don't know, I just wasn't, I didn't feel good. So I started eating really clean, working out, and again, you can see it in my P&L. It's actually improved. I'm more switched on. I am. I'm not saying I'm the most healthy person in the world. I do have my bad habits still, but even just that discipline of forcing yourself to go to the gym every morning, or like you said, doing push-ups every morning, that carries over, into the charts. And keeping your work area clean. You don't have loads of clutter and random crap everywhere. You have that focus. And again, supplements as well. Like I take quite a few different supplements as well to kind of ensure that my body is getting everything it needs and more. And it does really make a difference. It's not one of those. It's not magic. It's not like. I think it's the whole brain to gut connection that they say. The moment you start eating clean, you don't crave bad stuff anymore. You just become.
Yeah.
Like it changes your actual mind. It's the chemistry in your mind. It's insane.
And that's why, like fast 100%. Food, some fast food restaurants are just so successful because they know that when you start eating something, it's addictive, right? And they put stuff in it to make it addictive. Oh, yeah. And then it gets to a point where now, when I eat really unhealthy food, like my body does not like it. It doesn't feel good. When I eat stuff that even doesn't look that unhealthy, but if I eat certain cheeses, it'll make me feel kind of off. But if I eat cheese in Italy, I feel great. Italy is amazing for cheese. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
No, you're 100% right.
Yeah. The brain. This is like and in the compound effects, the book, The Compound Effect by Darren Hardy, the brain fog thing causes huge problems for us as people. And he talks about how in the book, how your small habits are way more dangerous than your big habits. Because your small habits, you don't notice them. You don't know that they're there. They're so hard for you to know that they're there. And when you change those your big habits are also important, but when you change those small habits, the ones that are hard for you to even know that you have, then they compound over time. And when you change a bunch of your small habits, they compound over time, and they actually help you quit your big bad habits faster. So you don't just target your worst habits right away. You can. There's nothing wrong with that. I mean, I cut out drinking cold turkey, right? So you can attack your big bad habits right away. But the book dives into mastering your habits in a simple way. When I say simple way, start with 5 minutes a day. Don't put extra sauce on your Subway sandwich. You can actually eat, you can actually, like, when I go to Subway, sometimes I go to Subway, you can actually like have a decent meal at Subway if you don't sauce it up and you don't eat the white bread. If you eat like the whole grain bread, the whole grain bread with extra veggies, I always ask them to load it up, like extra veggies, extra tomatoes, onions, peppers. If you ask them to just load that stuff up, you can eat okay. It's still not like super good for you, but it's better than other fast food places, in my opinion.
Oh, yeah.
If you don't sauce it up, right? Yeah.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, it's all just sugar, the sauce.
Yeah.
Like, I cut out sugar as well. And wow. Like, cutting out sugar is legalized heroin, in my opinion, honestly. It's,
dude.
The moment you cut that out, it's
just, Oh, that sugar's bad, dude. Yeah, I've been like, I stay away from sugar all the time. Like, I always ask, no sugar, because, you know, that sugar that you have, it'll give you that high that'll let you trade, maybe good for 30 minutes, maybe 1 hour, but then after that, you crash, right? And then people get addicted to that, right? It's all about the crash. Like, that's why when you have a good diet and you eat, like, there's some really good mixed nuts that you can eat too that gives you sustainable energy, where you don't crash through these, right? And so it's a big thing.
Yeah, mixed nuts. That's one of my favorite things to snack on. Always
good
got a
ones.
bag near me.
Good ones.
Every there.
Yeah.
It's great, man.
Yeah,
really good.
Because there's bad ones and there's good ones, obviously, right? So coconut.
Of course,
MCT oil. MCT oil is a big one. Coconut oil, MCT oil. Oh man, MCT oil. You take that, it's like you're operating at a high level. Rhodiola as well. Rhodiola. These are a lot of good little nuggets. These little things we're talking about are actually it took me many years to come across these things and put together this formula the way that I'm describing to you. So this is really important, specifically for anyone that wants to trade at their most optimal level. So it's good. And I mentioned this like kind of a couple times in our talk right now, just in case someone's watching it and they might be like, oh, like I don't know, I don't come here to learn about nutrition, but this is what works for me. This is what works for me. It helps me trade better.
Yeah.
Still.
That's it. Yeah, your body's a machine, and you wouldn't fill up your car with bad petrol or whatever. You put the good stuff in, right? And you'll notice the engine runs better, and it's no different to the human being. We are a machine, a biological machine, but fuel it with the right stuff, and you perform better. Even like when it comes down to the quality of water you're drinking. Like I only drink now distilled water.
Oh wow!
Huge difference.
Oh yeah,
massive difference.
Distilled. Okay, cool.
Like you notice it.
Oh yeah, cool.
Like you notice the difference. It's just cleaner and it removes all the toxins and whatnot. And it's you just feel you have more energy throughout the day. You kind of wake up easier. You don't wake up all brain fogged and kind of tired, and it takes you an hour to kind of wake up.
Yeah,
you just kind of up and go.
Crazy.
You can sleep better as well. It's incredible. Like
still water.
All those little things, like you said, they compound.
Water.
Best version.
Water consumption is so unbelievably important. I'm glad you brought that up because I have an alkaline water machine, and it turns my water into alkaline, and it puts the water, it filters it through, I think, like 8 or 9 platinum plates that are in the machine. So the water gets filtered through those, and then the water tastes amazing. It tastes better than just, like, I know good water. I know crap water and good water. I can taste it, right? And for sure, I can taste bad water. And the water consumption is so important. When you drink the amount of water you're supposed to drink, it helps with everything. For physical energy, mental focus, mental health, and water consumption is very important. So you're right. You're right about
100%,
that.
100%. Yeah. But Cole, sadly, I do have another interview scheduled, so I'm going to have to cut it short here.
Okay.
But again, amazing talking to you. I really enjoyed this chat. And,
likewise.
Just getting to know you as a person more outside the charts, like the whole health thing, with all the different kind of life hacks, you can put it, or biohacks that you use to kind of perform at your best. Stuff like that is it's all part of the same umbrella of becoming, the best version of yourself.
It is.
So thank you again for coming on, and hopefully we'll chat soon again, and do a podcast with your friend Jude as well.
Yeah.
We'll all three get together. That'll be awesome.
Yeah, for sure. Sounds good. Sammy, cool, buddy. Okay. It was nice talking to you.
Have a good one, Cole.
You too.
Thank you again.
Cheers.
Take care, my
Bye.
friend. And to all the viewers, thank you guys for tuning in. If you did enjoy this video, go ahead, leave a thumbs up, subscribe, turn on channel notifications. Make sure you join our Discord and also tune in Hola Prime TV every Monday to Friday, every trading day. Myself and our other trading coaches break down the live markets. We do live trades. We interact with you guys. And yeah, it's well worth tuning in. It's really awesome. But apart from that, thank you guys for watching. And we'll see you again very soon. Take care.
Hola Prime. Trade with transparency.